Hi, it's Robin. Here I've got some of the very oldest commercially boxed games in my whole collection. This is just a recent addition. This is by a company called Instant Software. Casino 2 Craps by Charles M. Stewart for the 8K PET. Nice screenshot there. That's the product number, 15P, copyright 1978 by Instant Software Incorporated from Peterborough, New Hampshire. This is a recent acquisition. A bunch of these boxed PET games showed up on eBay over the last number of months. I think they're all new old stock, and some of them went for huge money. I bid on a bunch of them, and finally I won this. There was like an early RPG that I totally wanted, but it went, I don't know, just got too expensive. So I think the bit of grody-ness on the box, it's either tape, maybe an old price tag, and I think this is kind of like the glue going through the paper here. As far as I know, this was never opened, but I'm not sure. The contents of this package are not to be duplicated or copied in any form under penalty of law. Copyright Instant Software. And on the back cover here, Casino 2. Yes, there are lots of craps programs around, so why should you buy this one? The big difference is that this is not just a crap game. Now, the game of craps is a casino game. You're probably aware of that. It is also a tutorial program which can give you the odds on every type of bet so you can steer clear of the idiot bets that impoverish the unwary. Did you know there are bets which give the house as little as 0.8% advantage? It takes precious little luck to overcome such a slight edge, but you have to know where to find these bets. So I don't have high hopes for this to be a great game. What makes it interesting is that it's from way back in 1978, when the personal computer, home computer market was just getting started, and a lot of companies were just starting to spring up, and this seems to be one of the very first ones to start doing fairly professional packaging. A lot of software was just sold in like a little plastic bag with no box at all. So I think this is historically significant, even if the game itself isn't something so special. I don't even know how to play craps. I think it's, isn't that the game that like James Bond would always play when he walks into a casino? So let's try and open this up. Okay, so inside is a tiny little instruction booklet. Paper in there, looks like a warranty card. And a cassette. Okay, so there's the game. Product code 15P. Casino 2 Craps. I guess there's probably another casino game in the line for the PET 8K Instant Software. And once again, Peterborough, New Hampshire in 1978 all over it. Yeah, it's got this little kind of guard thing. Interesting. So that's to keep the reels from wiggling all around. It's always yeah. I was about to say, it's always good to check these tapes out. That little felt pad often comes loose, and it looks like it has on this. It just dries up. So we'll have to fix that before we try this. Just look at that little guard. Lardon Plastics from Davisburg, Michigan. Oh, it's really hard to make out, but it also has text on this side. Important. That is super hard to make out, but anyway, it says, oh there, finally. Man, that is hard to get that visible. Important, always replace this lock tab when cassette is not in use. And my Timex Sinclair 1000 was good for something. So just to look at that, Instant Software Customer Survey Department. Is that funny that there's no other address here? Was this the only business in Peterborough, New Hampshire? Would you like to be on our newsletter mailing? Just fill out this card, return it to us, and we'll keep you informed. Okay, and here's the tiny, tiny manual. See, it's like about the same size as the cassette. So 14P. Oh, I thought it was 15P. Yeah. It's interesting. Different revision. So there's a tiny instruction book. Making your Vegas trip pay. You should practice on your PET, and then when you go to Vegas, you'll win big. Loading instructions. How to play computer craps. Pass bet. Don't pass bet. Come bet. Don't come bet. Place bet. Field bet. Hard way. Come out. Do. Don't. Ugh. Well, I don't think I'm going to be learning how to play craps for real today. So it's quite a bit of instructions about how to play craps. Nothing can go wrong, go wrong, go wrong. Unfortunately, we found that not all load recorders will load cassettes from other identical systems. It has to do with head alignment. Customer service. Oh, right to Instant Software Miseries from Peterborough. Yeah, about accidentally erasing your cassette. Oh, these TRS-80. So I think this company started doing TRS-80 and then they started getting into PET. Software opportunities. Hey, we could sell some programs. Does anybody have this pamphlet? Selling your software the easy way. Or this Dear Programmer instruction sheet. That'd be interesting. And on the back cover, disclaimer, nothing in this world is completely perfect, including this program. I say this despite the yeoman efforts of the programmer who originally wrote and debugged it, and the people in the Instant Software Lab who worked far into the New Hampshire nights, all toward providing you with the best possible program. If you run into problems while using the program, you can communicate with us, preferably by mail, and we'll try to help out. If a problem turns out to be commonplace, we'll put the update information in Kilobaud. You're supposed to read Kilobaud anyway. Wayne Green, president of Instant Software. So I looked up this Wayne Green, and he is the founder of a whole bunch of magazines from the 70s and the 80s. He's super influential on the early computer scene, going back to the magazine 73, which is an amateur radio magazine, and then 80 Micro, Byte magazine, Kilobaud Microcomputing, as referenced here, and apparently even like the Run magazine for the Commodore. He helped found or did found so many magazines, and then this early software company as well. Apparently he's pretty controversial too. He'd write editorials that would get people going. and he just passed away in 2013, aged 91. So anyway, Wayne Green. Okay, so apologies if this doesn't work on camera very good. But to fix these, I just pull up the tape a little gently. Pull that little felt pad out of there. And there's this little metal plate where it goes. And I've got some Gorilla Super Glue. I don't know if this is the best stuff, but it seems to work. And I put a tiny dab on that metal plate. Oh, that's almost too much. And then put that in place and let it dry. It dries quick. I'm going to set up my PET computer and we'll see if this tape loads. Okay, I've got the PET set up and it looks like my fix is holding okay. It's not going anywhere. So just wind that. Put in the tape deck. Type load, return, press play on tape number 1. And away it goes. Let's see if it works. I will fast forward some of this because tape is slow. Found instructions loading. Nice. Cassette really does amaze me. I mean, I don't know this is going to work all the way yet, but 43-year-old tape still works this good. I did the one little glue fix. That seems to be working. Commodore's tape system is slow, but it really is very reliable. There we go. Loading ready. This is great. Okay, press stop. And before we run the program, let's list it. Copyright 1978 Instant Software from, what is that, November 13th, 1978. Well, that's a bit of junk there. And there was a poke there too. and a bunch of scrolling. I guess this is using upper and lower case. So mostly a whole bunch of prints. So this is presumably an instruction file. Run. Welcome to Craps. In this game there are 10 types of bets. They are... Oh, it's like mixed case. It's like it's got the case reversed. So this was probably written for the original PET 2001, of course, in 1978. And this 4032 is from a couple years later. So anyway, it's got the case mixed, but anyway. Okay, so here's the different bet types. We saw those in the manual. These types of bets are described in detail in the booklet that comes in this cassette. The game itself also contains another abbreviated list of bet types. When the computer says what type bet, you have 3 options. Type a number corresponding to a type of bet. Type the letter R. This tells the computer you do not wish to make a bet this time. Type the letter Q to end the game. When the computer says how much, you have 2 options, either a whole amount bet in dollars or a bet of 0. Can remove the bet. When the computer says another bet, you have 2 options. Wait. If you wait, the computer will shoot again, or this will allow you to make another bet. Okay, to play the game, hold down the Shift key and then press the Run Stop key. Make sure the tape recorder is in play mode. The computer should say load and then searching. Well, thanks for the advice. I won't actually use that Shift Stop because what that does is automatically runs the program. That's what the run means on that key. So instead, I'm new and then load. And we'll see if the second part loads here. So yeah, I didn't do the Shift Run Stop because that runs... Oh, there, found Craps. Loading. Because if we do the Shift Run, it'll automatically run. And I'd like to actually list the program first. Still loading. Again, I wish I was demonstrating that adventure game that sold for hundreds of dollars on eBay. But anyway, this is the one I got. So, better than nothing. Still loading. Yes! Ready? Okay, so again, we'll just give it a quick list here. So again, copyright 1978. Quite a few variables here. Data. Some instructions, or not instructions, like text, don't pass. Shooting again. So yeah, it's just, again, an all basic game. Oh, there's an on B, go to. It's checking what choice I think the player made. There's the printout. Actually, I looked this up. I think it was a poke here. 59468, comma 12 should put back in uppercase mode. Yeah, there we go. And if you poke that same register with 14, it'll go to lowercase. Anyway, we'll go back to uppercase mode for now. If the program does set it again, then that's its business. Okay, so just to list, I find it more readable in uppercase for program listings. So a bunch of arrays, shooting again. This seems like a main loop where it's checking what your instruction was. Yeah, and then here's the go-tos. On B go-to. So when you input the variable, when you input the number of what you want to do, there's the main menu. Anyway, I'm not going to do a full code breakdown, but yeah, basically, it's all in BASIC. It does have some pokes directly to the screen here. That's blanking out certain positions. Might be for a dice animation or something. And then there, oh, yeah, more. These are all screen locations. 33225. The screen array is at 32768. Or screen memory is at 32768. If you lose... Okay, well, there's the whole program. Bankroll. Okay, we'll try running it. There we go, computer craps. So the type of bet, there's the dice. Bankroll 0. So I think the pass line is the most common kind of bet. I barely know anything about this. How much? And we'll bet like 10 bucks. More bets. Key for yes, wait for no. Coming out, and that starts rolling automatically. 4 is the point. If you want to add more bets, 12 is the roll. And I think it keeps rolling until you get like an 11 or a 7. 4 is the point, 6 is the roll. You win 10 on pass the line. Okay, I guess because we rolled the point. Let's try a don't pass bet. And 20. More bets. Okay, so coming out, the dice, 3 is the roll. Oh, I won 20 just like that. You automatically lose, or the dealer loses. Oh, no, it's not the dealer. I think it takes turns around the table. I don't think it matters that much who's doing the rolling. On 2 dice, if they roll 2, 3, or 12, they automatically lose. But because we bet on the don't pass, it's like betting on the loser, or betting on losing instead of winning. Okay, what's a do bet? 9. A do bet is not allowed before a point has been established. Okay, so we'll do a pass line. Now let's put 100 bucks on it this time. More bets. We have to wait for a roll. Coming out, and then let's do a do. Oh wow, I won 100. Oh, because it was a 7 right away. I'm doing really well. Let's try again. Pass line. 1,000 bucks. More bets. No. I'm going to try a do bet. If we get a point this time, 7 is the roll. Oh, I won 1,000 right away because it was a 7. Well, I'm doing well. How much? 999999999. More bets. Key for yes, wait for no. Coming out. 10 is the point. I want to do bet. How much? Okay, so 10 is the point. I don't know, extra 1,000 bucks. Shooting again. 8 is the roll. I'm just going to see what happens if I win 9999999. 10 is the point, 9 is the roll. 5. So it just keeps rolling. You win 1E plus 15 on pass line bet. You win 2,000 on the do bet. So this is great. My bankroll, this is exponential format. So that's like times 10 to the 15. I'm what am I, a bazillionaire? A gajillionaire? Something like that. Alright, so that's a look at Casino 2 Craps by Charles M. Stewart from Instant Software for the 8K PET from way back in 1978. As far as I know, some of the very first fairly professionally boxed and packaged software that was available. Perhaps this software was sold in the same places that were selling Kilobaud magazine and some of those other early computer magazines. Thanks to my patrons who support me on this channel, and thank you for watching. We'll talk to you next time.